Okay. So this is a new stream. Oh my god, dude. What is going wrong? Okay. We're still getting some real piss poor streaming numbers. Not better. Yep, didn't think so. Okay. Well, I think the best thing to do in this situation is to restart everything, including the router and the modem, which might take a minute. So give me like 15 minutes. We'll hold on. Is it working now? Oh, it's kind of working now. Hold on. Hold on. Is it working now? I'm keeping a fairly steady bit rate here. If it drops too low, it's all over the place. Really, the bit rate is all over the place. All right. So how does it look? Does it look okay? We gotta wait for everybody to find the new video. YouTube says excellent connection, so I'm gonna take that as gospel. Even though I'm currently freezing up in the video I'm looking at. No, I'm just holding really still. Yeah. Here's me. All right, I'm wiggling around. I'm just hitting the bass strings. Okay. So hopefully everybody will make it over here. Yeah. Stream looks okay. It says excellent connection. I disagree, but it's not even using a ton of my CPU, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what the activity monitor situation is like on Windows. I don't know how to find that to see if something's using up a lot of processor or if it's just like the ISP is being a dick. Okay, we seem to be all right. It's a lower bit rate, but it's also, we're only doing 720p. Because I was going to play a game, and I was going to play the game in 720p, and someone sent him a 3080 Ti. Yes, somebody just drop, $1,200 on a graphics card and mail it to me. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay. I'm still getting... I wonder if it's just my average frame rate is still catching up. Because we seem to be pretty... I mean, the bit rate is a lot more steady now. Control, Shift, Escape. Is this going to shut down my computer? No. Okay, so we got, yep, just only the things that I think are on are on. Oh no, hold on. Background processes. Okay. A lot of this shit could be quit out of, but it's using so little CPU and so little memory that I don't need to keep troubleshooting this online right now. Okay, so anyway, let's just let's hope for the best and soldier on. And if it crashes again, hopefully it'll crash after I've read everything. So at the very least, that video will be done. So as I was saying in the last video, in case I just unpublish that one entirely because it just leads into the crashing internet speeds. Yeah. So we got some Pride shirts on the web. I'm going to donate the proceeds to Trevor Project. So go to store.neverrad.com and pick up one of those. They're going to be available through the end of June, but there's a whole bunch of text just popping up on the screen all at once. Okay. I suppose on YouTube it's less important to have the this chat guy here because you can watch the live chat back if you want to. So it doesn't have to be burned into the video, but whatever. We'll do it anyway. So anyway, yeah, so far so good. It's still throwing warnings up at me, but I think that the warnings are going down. Yeah, the number of dropped frames is going down. But yeah, probably a bit of lag there. All right, so we're at 8 viewers. There were 11, and I refuse to move on until all 11 are back. Let's see. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, it seems to be fine right now. We're at a lower bit rate anyway, but who cares? We're doing 720p. It's fine. You don't need to see me in that level of clarity. I'm sure there's enough of me on the internet that, you know, if scientists decide to remake me as a hologram in the future, they will be able to do so. Anyway. So why don't we dive in? I think I'm gonna do Alyssa's first. And then we'll do Dylan's. And then we'll do Jack's. Oh, now we're down to 8 viewers. Hold on, y'all. What does it say on here? Oh, I also need to switch it to live chat again. In case you guys say something dirty, it won't get filtered out and I won't be able to comment on it. Oh, I also changed the latency. We're a little bit lower we're at a higher latency now. But I did that because I just didn't want to, I thought it might help, you know. So anyway, Anthony, we'll read yours. Yours requires a bit of a warning. So anyway. Let's see. How did I have that one? Said to get creative with opening Dylan's. Unsurprisingly, my iPad cannot open document types, so the ODT was a bit of an issue. The beginning here is full credit to My Immortal by Tara Gillespie. Is that it? Gillespie? I mean, I guess we don't really know, right? Because this person is not a known real person. Anyway, some typos in grammar have been fixed out of habit, but I tried to keep it authentic to the source material. Chapter 1. Hi, my name is Ebony Evilness Dementia Nether dialect. We'll go with a Raven Deeth, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Melantha Murther. Author's note: if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Corandeeth III, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also an intern at an evil mega corporation called Kakos Industries. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love evil Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside of Kakos Industries. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A bunch of employees from the division of preps and flamers stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. "Hey, Ebony," shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Corandeeth III. "What's up, Corin?" I asked. "Nothing," he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Chapter 2. The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. I put on several more sentences of gratuitous clothing description and went to work. My friend Tabitha walked up and grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length, raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. "OMFE, I saw you talking to Corandeeth yesterday," she said excitedly. "Yeah? So?" I said, blushing. "Do you like Corin?" she asked as we walked into the Kakos Industries lobby. "No, I so fucking don't," I shouted. "Yeah, right," she exclaimed. Just then, Corin walked up to me. "Hi," he said. "Hi," I replied flirtily. "Guess what?" he said. "What?" I asked. "Well, Hip Tang Banana is having a concert in the basement ballroom," he told me. "Oh my fucking evil," I screamed. I love HTP. "Well, do you want to go with me?" he asked. I gasped. Chapter 4. We skipped right over Chapter 3. The night went really well, and I had a great time. So did Corin. Corin and I got back to his company car, but he didn't have his driver take us back to Kakos Industries building. Instead, he drove the car into the spookiest forest on the Kakos Industries grounds. Evil Hot Topic Funko Pops. I'm not familiar with this. Chapter 3 is boring. Say no more. I've never actually read the original. I'm sorry. Anyway. "Corin," I shouted. "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" Corin didn't answer, but he stopped the car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. "What the fucking hell?" I asked angrily. "Ebony," he asked. "What?" I snapped. Corin leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. I should have the, oh, right, the FanFucktion graphic needs to be... There. Okay. That's better. Because I changed the canvas size, fucked everything up forever. Here's where you can submit your FanFucktion. Okie dokie. This is basically word for word. Good. Okay, fine. Corin leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. We did that part. And his eyes revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Corin Just as I something, Corin kissed me passionately. Corin climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top. I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy in my you-know-what. And we did it for the first time. Oh, 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 I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. Oh, boy. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm, and then, "What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers?" It was Grace Rule. Chapter 5. Grace Rule made Corin and I follow her. She kept shouting at us angrily. "You ludicrous fools," she shouted. Oh, man, that's spelled like the artist. Ludicrous. I'm assuming that's how it is in the original as well. Not spelled correctly. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope. Bitrate. Came back? Yep, okay. All right. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Corin comforted me. When we went back to the building, Grace took us to the Exectopode. Which were the Exectopodes, which were looking very angry. Or they would be if they had recognizable facial expressions. "They were having sexual intercourse in the forest," she yelled in a furious voice. The Exectopode communicated a response that Grace translated to, "Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?" and "How dare you?" And then Corin shrieked, "Because I love her!" Everyone was quiet. The Exectopode still seemed mad, but Grace said, "Fine. Very well. You may go up to your offices." Corin and I went to the elevator while the executives glared at us. "Are you okay, Ebony?" Corin asked me gently. "Yeah, I guess I lied." The elevator stopped at my floor. We hugged and kissed. After that, we reluctantly said goodbye, and he went up to his office. All right. Let me get to Dylan's now. Titled FanFucktion Submission 1. And the text is behind the... Hold on, let me put the chat box on top of the Kakos Industries FanFucktion thing. All right, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. FanFucktion Submission 1. I like that we have the promise already of more FanFucktion submissions. Wait, do we have Dylan, by the way? Did Dylan make it over here? I don't think we've heard from Dylan yet. Oh, he's there. Okay, we're fine. We're up to 10 viewers. Somebody did not make it over here. We abandoned one person. Sorry about the technical difficulties. It was I can kakosify more of my immortal chapters, don't you worry. That won't be necessary. Alyssa, I want to know the real Alyssa. I want the authentic expression from you, deep down inside, real deep in the balls. That's what I want, okay? You know, no need to satirize, no need to spoof, no need to rip off entirely. I want to see what Alyssa comes up with, okay? The real Alyssa. No, the real Alyssa. The title of this piece is For the Edgelords. It was late Friday night in the labs of Kakos Industries, where Dr. Dunkelvissen and Jasmine Ashna in the Division of Erotic Experiences were up late, working on a new psychostimulant lubricant. The lab coats were loose, and both were excitedly working on trying to improve the already potent lube. I think we can get a 45% stronger reaction if we move this isotope here, Jasmine said, modeling it on the computer. Bold, daring, and closer to what is most sex, darling. Do it, Dr. Dunkelvissen said, as she began entering commands and pushed the machine to provide a sample. The 2 office lackeys chained to the experiment bed were resting from the last session. But if this change in the isotropic matrix had the expected results, they'd be stirring soon. A whirring from the machine as a sample began production was interrupted by the beginning of a hiss. Orange smoke began to spill out from the vents on the machine. "Oh, no," Jasmine said, concern and a hint of arousal creeping in her voice. "It's gone airborne." "My God," Dunkelvissen said. "Thank you for buying a shirt, Alyssa." It covered up the text, the notification. "My God," Dunkelvissen said, unbuttoning his lab coat against his will. The moment and the new compounds of the lubricant taking over. "What have we done?" he said, unbuttoning his pants and taking out his... Chapter 2. "Cockamamie," Junior said, setting down AMAMIE on the game board to a group of interns who sighed and checked the dictionary against the triple word score placement. "That puts me more than 100 points ahead of everyone here, combined," he laughed. "Now, pay up," he said, noting that almost all of the pieces had been played and he clearly had won the game. "It's no fair," one of the interns said, throwing in a 20 onto the game board. "The goal wasn't to play for money. Junior wanted to demonstrate superiority of his evil intellect by only playing off words they placed the entire game and still trouncing a team of 3 against him." Oh, so they had cock already down and he just added cockamamie, a mamie. "This will go nicely among my other trophies from interns," he said, smiling at a trophy wall, which on it held several sets of various bones, baseball cards, actual trophies, and scattered undergarments. Slowly a hiss from the vents, and the presence of an orange smoke filled the room. "Junior?" said one of the interns closest to the vent as they pulled off their shirt. "Any chance you could come here with that huge frame of yours and..." Chapter 3. "Fuck me," Corin said, looking over the incident reports while sitting across from Kimmy and seeing what staff remained late on a Friday, breaking out into small orgies. "I mean, if the gas gets here, you will, but point being, this wasn't part of the plan for tonight. If the gas gets here, you will, but point being, that wasn't part of the plan for tonight." Oh, for the fuck me, I guess you. And honestly, we could use this stuff in the next corporate orgy," Corin said, clicking screens between departments, the staff lounge, the in-house bar. "Well, we should bottle some for the next party," Kimmy said, laughing. "Besides, who is productive on a Friday night?" "Working the weekend is evil, but not our kind of evil. More mindlessly capitalistic," Corin said, shaking his head. "Plus, this ends up happening more often than not," pointing at various technically difficult but more pleasurable sex positions on the screen. "Maybe less everywhere, but you get what I mean," turning off the screens and closing the vents. Kimmy looked perplexed. "What, don't you want to give that a try?" she said. "Me? No need, after all." Chapter 4. "I am a fucking sex god!" Dunkelvissen shouted, collapsing onto the floor as the smoke finally began clearing 7 hours later. The floor was wet with everything, and absolutely everything possible for there to be after a night full of reckless abandon-level sex. The smell was both horrifying and honestly impressive. While working through the night, in a manner of perspective, the results on the new psychostimulant lubricant, or as it ended up being, gas, had potential. Chapter 5. Soundman Steven cleaned his booth. He just ejaculated over the whole damn thing. Wild. Okay. Back to my email. Let's see if I got... All right, we got the installment from Jack. Chapter 5 wins. Oh no, this is I see the downside of having it as the body of the email. It just takes up the whole damn screen. Is there a way to zoom in? Oh, well, but that's not changing the paragraph, or the line spacing. Well, anyway, it's just going to be hard to keep my eyes running around the page like this. Corin Death walks down a hallway with no pattern to the spacing of the doors on the left or right. He's chuckling to himself, thinking about how skillfully he has outmaneuvered Forrest, because he will either be rid of the fool and the nuisance of him, or you will come back with a gift. Hold on. I'm going to start over. Let's see if I can get a running start. Corin Death walks down a hallway with no pattern to the spacing of the doors on the left or right. He is chuckling to himself, thinking about how skillfully he has outmaneuvered Forrest, because he will either be rid of the fool and the nuisance of him, or you will come back with a gift. You see, Corin brainstormed with Soundman Steven and came up with a plan to get Forrest out of their hair for a while, since they could not capture him. He will be given some measure of responsibility and effective decision-making, as described by the board. If he can come back with a bitchin' monster arm for Corin and the instructions as described by Meredith Gorgoro for how to attach it to him successfully. He is pleased with himself because he will either get a huge fucking monster arm or he will be rid of Forrest once and for all. There is a faint, steady thudding that grows louder as he turns around to see Kimmy approaching in her hand-sculpted mech. Charging at him full speed, she jumps, and a myriad of mini rockets roar to life, causing it to stop inches from his face. Hop on, we adventures to go on. Taken aback by the suddenness of everything going on, Corin does not show that he is startled, but he is shaken to the core. He's not sure why. The pair make their way back to Corin's apartment in the building. It is his, after all, even with the amount of time that Kimmy stays with him. They do not cohabitate. You see, Kimmy is not quite ready to re-enter in the general population, as it has been quite an interesting past few years for her. She flips a switch, and the wall further down the hallway from the main entrance starts to roll up. Corin is shocked, as he didn't remember having a steel door that slides up into the side of a soundproof apartment. He does not know how she got the building to change in such a way, but it is not for him to understand the intricacies. The behemoth that is the Kakos Industries main branch. So, Corin asks inquisitively, what are these adventures you have planned for us? Oh, Kimmy says abruptly, that was just a lie to get you in the back of that mech. Although there is one adventure that you would appreciate your assistance with. You see, I have had a hard time connecting with someone since that bitch stole Maggie from me. I know. I tried to fill the void with all of the interns. I've been the leader of a sexual-based religion. However, none of those have fulfilled me the way that spending a single sensual evening with Maggie used to. So what does that have to do with me? Corin ponders out loud, not apprehensively, but questioningly. Well, Kimmy replies, I would, and it's difficult for me to say because while we have done almost everything that could be defined as sex, we have yet to explore the more intimate side of our relationship. We spent the better part of a year cohabitating. We know so much about each other, and yet there is still more that we can learn. That is one of the benefits of having relationships such as ours, where we both live separate lives and interact as we choose to. When we coexist in the space, what I would like to do for you, my dear Corin, she says in an alluring fashion, is to take you on a date. Now, we don't have to go anywhere, as I already requisitioned the necessary ingredients for us to make my famous spaghetti al nero di Seppi. So, Corin, what do you say? Will you allow me to fulfill my desire? Corin makes a sound. Well, I have been enticed and intrigued before in order to either overthrow the company, marry me off to the tyrannical monarch of an evil regime. There's I'm missing an or. Or marry me off to the tyrannical monarch of an evil regime. But never had somebody spent so much effort in order to just spend the evening with me. That is wonderful to hear, Kimmy says. I will require your assistance in some of the prep work, but that is what makes it so delicious, is the fact that we will have made it together with our hands. And I've heard it is not just something that one of us did for the other. It is something that we have made together, makes the endearing it. And the more satisfying. So, Jack, I'm starting to wonder if this might have been like computer generated or something. Because some of these, you must have hammered it out in a hurry. Are you? Oh, and hello to Brittany and Ariel in the chat. I'll catch up on some of the chatting when I'm done reading. Oh dear, where did I leave off? And all the more satisfying. Well, Corin says, my knife skills are on point. Kimmy scoffs. Maybe among the CEOs of evil megacorporations. Let's see how you do dicing this avocado. Kimmy set to sautéing the spices in olive oil in a pan. Corin was just finishing up dicing the avocado when Kimmy approached him from the side with a tray of ingredients. That looks passable. Now stir it into this bowl. Mix until it is uniform, Kimmy says before kissing him sweetly on the cheek and playfully slapping his ass as he returned to the stove. Kimmy added the squid to the pan as the avocado mixture became a uniform green slurry. Now fold in the almond flour until it does not stick to the spoon. Are they making macarons? So avocado mixture became a green slurry. Till it doesn't sit. Kimmy's instruction, Corin, she adds some Chardonnay to the pan as the pasta dough approaches the correct consistency. Knead the dough now. I know how much you like getting your hands dirty. Kimmy shouts over the sizzling pan. After a few minutes, Kimmy brings over a steel machine. I just finished making this, and I am excited for you to use it first. Now, feed the dough through the pasta maker, being careful to squish it together as it comes out. Yes, chef, Corin cheekily responds. He sets to work on that as Kimmy goes back to the stove. She adds more wine to the pan before reducing the heat and covering it. She sets another pot of... She sets another pot on the stove and starts the water to boil. She walks over to Corin and presses her body against his back, her hands tracing the length of his arms down to the dough, kneading it with him. This needs to rest for a bit. Let's clean up, Kimmy says. They set about cleaning up the flour from the dough, washing the dishes. About 30 minutes later, she says, that's long enough. Let's make some noodles. Squidding pasta, yeah. It's just, avocado and almond flour aren't the usual ingredients. And also, I can't eat them, but Corin can. They set about running the noodles through Kimmy's handcrafted pasta cutter, creating expertly crafted straps of dough. Popping them into the boiling water, they started to firm up. Kimmy added the squid ink to the sauce and turned the heat back up. Quick, strain the noodles, she says to Corin. Flustered at this necessity, but unexpected next step. Where is the colander? He shouts in a panic. Next to the sink, Kimmy retorts. Separating the pasta from the water turned out to be a simple task for Corin. I need those noodles. Separating the pasta before they get cold, Kimmy quips at him. Rushing over to her with the noodles. Thank you, dear, Kimmy says before kissing him on the cheek and taking the colander at the same time. She adds the noodles to the pan. Can you pour us a drink? Kimmy asks, pointing to the decanter sitting on the already set table for two. After he finishes pouring the drinks, Kimmy is walking over with the pan. She places the noodles expertly on each plate before setting the pan on a nearby warming tray. That was exquisite, Corin exclaims. And to think that it pairs so well with this dark megascotch. That is one of the reasons that this is my signature dish. You may not know this, Corin, but I am a descendant of one of the first distillers of dark megascotch. I am from Dark Mega Scotland, after all. I haven't been doing a voice for that. Now, would you please join me in the bedroom? It will be a night of desire and passion, but I am the one who will be calling the shots. I'm just reminding you, of course, you've agreed to previously, just to make sure that you're still all right with it. Of course I am, sweetie. I would do almost anything to make you happy. I could not reveal this to the shareholders for your safety, but I do have strong feelings for you. I will help you achieve this passion you were being so enigmatic about, Corin says. Kimmy leads Corin into the bedroom, where his Alaskan king bed sits. I like that. It is draped in the finest of Dark Mega silk sheets, with a thread count that makes them almost waterproof. The Dark Mega silk, as you know, is only spun from the finest excretion of the Dark Mega silkworm, who is fed exclusively Dark Mega mulberry. It is a collaboration between the Division of Darkness and the Division of Worms. They don't even shut the door before Kimmy grabs Corey and twists him around, kissing him passionately. Her hands start quickly undoing of a buttons on his shirt. That's the real shit. Making food? Damn. I made tacos. Actually, I made burritos for myself. I would almost always rather just wrap it in a burrito tortilla. It was grass-fed ground beef. Dinner for one. And leftovers for like 6 more days. The end. All right, we have one left. It's on the longer side. I also forgot how fucking big this text is, dude. How do I get this to actually fit on my screen? Why is it not? This is glitching out. Alright, well, maybe if I hold it horizontally. Still glitching out. Why the fuck is this glitching out? Let's see. Can I... Yeah, let's open it in Pages. Let's see if that'll do it. I don't care about what's new in Pages. Just let me read the text here. Okay. What else did anybody say? No, you guys didn't say too much. Deeth Religion, text fan fiction. I'm on that. I agree. I said hello to Brittany and Ariel. You got Cuttlefish ink for pasta in the fridge. Okay. God, what font? What's font size is this? This is just enormous. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Go away, keyboard. I don't want you. Do evil better. This fucking microphone. By Toasty Retinas. In the division of burning the evidence, Kakos Industries 451st Division, a lone employee sits at her console. Lit only by the titular flames and the unhealthy blue light glow of her outdated monitor, Division Head Cassie sifts through a cacophony of thumb drives, CDs, cassettes, documents, and the odd body or two that make up her work pile for the afternoon. It is here in the old 451, as it's affectionately called, that many of Kakos Industries' most dastardly secrets end up. The ones that are better off forgotten anyway. Oh, right. I was going to do some warnings. So there's some non-con in this one. There's we're interpreting it as a work of fantasy, as a work of fiction. It's non-canonical. So, if we're comfortable with that, then we'll proceed. If it's an issue for you, or if you'd like to skip it for any reason, maybe just go make yourself a snack, go have a cup of tea or something for about 10 minutes. It's I would say fairly light. The target is Corin, and the more specifics is it does have some the non-canonical. Yeah. Non-con is non-consensual. Yes. That's what I'm getting at. And it is a sort of a forced impregnation. I know this is like spoilers, but also I want you to know what you're getting into before you go down this road with me. So, like I said, if you want to just take a break, it's totally fine. I skimmed it over earlier. I thought it was okay. I mean, making me squirm a little bit is kind of the point of this. It's not so rough as the one in the last one that I had to tap out of. I mean, maybe I didn't skim it well enough, but anyway, I just wanted to get that notification, or that I wanted to get that out there at any rate. I don't know what you're saying really. There's too much time. You gotta comment in complete sentences if you want me to know what you're talking about. So, just beyond the woman's desktop and the piles upon piles of contraband sits a large ancient incinerator. It is an ornate piece of equipment, a gaudy relic from a bygone era, inlaid across its body in gold, nether language axioms, illegible to all but Grace Rule. This ancient tool dates back to long before the birth of Kakos, and it burns just as well as ever with the intensity of a hot summer's day mixed with the noxious odor of burning garbage and melting plastic. What is the preferred formatting of FanFucktion? Just whatever, so long as it's readable. You can do plain text. You can send me a PDF. If it's a Google Doc, you have to make sure that it's shareable with anybody, because if you just share it with the porn@kakosindustries.com account, I won't be able to open it. And so go to this website right here, and it will give you most of the rules. The other, it says try to stay away from violence, which is a subtle hint at don't do non-con. So anyway, here we go. Cassie had just finished her lunch break and had returned to her work pile to review the next article for destruction, a Blu-ray disc, the most evil of media formats. It sits inside an unmarked, see-through jewel case. It's completely unremarkable aside from the words scrawled across its face, "Do evil better." Cassie sighs and places the disc into her computer to review. She perks up slightly as a familiar sensation fills her ears. Heavy bass music emanates from the computer speakers, followed by a familiar melody. Is this, she pondered, the shareholder announcements? An uncharacteristic video feed begins to depict Corindith III, the illustrious CEO of Kakos Industries, standing in the middle of his on-site apartment suite. I also appreciate, so Corin is 5 letters, one R in the middle. But sometimes, I think about half the time, people spell it with 2 R's, and I'm not sure why, if there's a more famous Corin, because the only one I had known of before I started writing Kakos Industries was the actor Corin Nemec, and he's just 1 R. So, anyway. But that's how you know it's non-canonical. There's 2 R's. This is somebody else. Yeah, OpenOffice is easy, except for on my tablet. Although maybe if I had opened it in Pages, it would have been fine. Anyway. He stares out the window upon one of the many lawns of Kakos in quiet contemplation before pretending to see the camera. He smiles into the lens for a moment before he begins to speak. Cassie watches intently as Corin's honeyed voice takes over the scene. Hello and welcome to this Kakos Industries client informational training video. I am Corin D. III, CEO of Kakos Industries and your instructor for today's training video. Corin pauses to take in a deep breath before continuing. It is rare that I come to you all via video. The vast majority of my broadcasts to you are in live audio. For liability reasons. Anyway, I'm going to assume that if you are watching this, our Blu-ray disc has successfully made it through your incoming projectiles window and has been placed in your Blu-ray player by our specially trained carrier owls. If you value your lives, do not feed, look at, or touch the carrier owls. Specially trained agents from the division of owl falconing are en route to reclaim them from your homes. If you are not a client or a shareholder in Kakos Industries, then go ahead, snuggle up with your new owl friend. They are just like flying cats in all of the good ways. I wish that we could do this video live with some live music and the audience participation, but as you are all aware, these are unprecedented times and your safety is important to us. For what is Kakos Industries without you, our clients? Think of all of the evil you bring to the world in your own unique ways. That is irreplaceable to us here at Kakos Industries. Irreplaceable. So while we cannot do evil together in person, we are still here to help you to do evil better. Do evil better, Corin repeats, slowly placing extra emphasis. For as long as I can remember, this has been our slogan, our rallying cry, our way of life. In many ways, it is straightforward. What you may not know is what lengths Kakos Industries will go to in exploring new ways to do evil better. Today, we will remove the curtain. Among other things. We will remove the curtain among other things. We will be doing an in-depth demonstration today detailing one of our newest ways. Corin stops his speech abruptly as he begins to slowly unbutton his suit jacket. The camera zooms in to watch as button by button unclasps until his neat white undershirt is completely exposed. To do evil better. Corin discards his suit jacket, letting it fall to the carpeted floor before he continues this process with his undershirt. And of course by do, I mean fuck, Corin adds, as his finely dry-cleaned shirt comes off, revealing a striking set of cum gutters. The camera pans slowly from Corin's waist to the top of his chest, taking in every savory detailed, every unkempt chest hair. If compared, this display of peak male anatomy would put his grandfather's famous dad bod to shame. His abs glistened as if he had had them freshly waxed for the occasion, but they were not. I think it's interesting, like when I first heard the term cum gutter, it was if you were so skinny that when you laid down on your back, that the space between your hips was kind of a like a bowl shape. That was what I heard that was. Not the Adonis belt muscles. Anyway. Corin stood there a moment for dramatic effect, following his carefully crafted show notes to the letter. This moment has to be perfect, he thought to himself, as the specified amount of suspense set in. He then continued on with his painstakingly rehearsed speech. If you've been keeping up with our shareholder announcements, you would recall that the Division of Genetically Engineered Abstract Contracts and I have been working on something really special for a while. Our goal was to distill the concept of evil into a living, breathing person. The camera panned steadily to Corin's left, revealing a feminine figure sitting on the side of a large king-sized bed. The woman appears to be about 5'8", with jet-black strands of short, straight hair as dark as an Arctic night. Her eyes so pure a black as to give no hint of a reflection behind her glasses. She is scantily clad in an ill-fitting set of Kakos Industries undergarments, barely containing her bulging chest and voluptuous ass. One of the straps of her bra hangs loosely upon her arm, and her legs are clad in dark black knee-high socks. The woman waves to the camera, smiling at the absent crowd. As you can see, we were very successful. The lab guys have taken to calling her Evil Chan for some reason. I don't know why, but she seems to like it. We placed her in a post-apocalyptic pocket dimension for about 25 years, where she lived an exceedingly evil life. They called her the Great Immolator. She is a very competent war priestess, amassing an army of 37 defeated clans fighting over gasoline to fuel cobbled-together war machines. You get the drill. Very evil stuff there, Evil Chan. Evil Chan waves in acknowledgement, her chest bumping up. Corin takes notice and pauses for a moment before realizing that he should continue his briefing. Now, to address the ethical elephant in the room, today's demonstration was actually Evil Chan's idea. We didn't put her up to it at all, plan this in advance, or groom her for this role. Evil Chan, can you confirm that this is true? That's right, senpai! Evil Chan looks excited as she begins. In my culture, we leave our clan to seek out most evil of partners for breeding, in order to strengthen our bloodline. As war priestess, it is especially important that I find the most evil of seed. Corin stares distractedly at her again. Yes, and that's what you're here to show. Wait, did you say breeding? Corin drops his notes on the floor and returns his full attention to Evil Chan. Yeah, Evil Chan clarifies. I want you to, how do they say it? Breed my pussy. Yes, breed me, Corin. Jesus fuck. Evil Chan jumps up from the bed with a bounce, clasping her hands behind her back as she turns left and right playfully. Whoa, that wasn't what we were going for today, Evil Chan. I'm honored that you think I'm that evil, but Corin is cut off. It is my duty to strengthen our clan's bloodline, Corin, to provide for the next leader of our clan and to spread my evil to my world and yours. Do you want to be part of that, senpai? What? Why do you keep calling me senpai? Corin asks, pained slightly by the word. In my culture, it is a term of respect and endearment for someone of higher social rank. Or do you prefer Oni-chan? Evil Chan giggles as she removes her bra. I'm going to need more comments. You guys just have to start typing some stuff. I can't be reading this by myself, all right? Evil Chan giggles as she removes her bra. She spins the garment around in her hand as she approaches Corin. No, senpai's fine. Corin takes a few steps back. Evil Chan follows him step for step. Her heavy chest bounces up and down as she walks with exaggerated hip movement. She stares deeply into Corin's eyes. There's no reflection in her gaze, none that Corin can make out anyway. Only an inky black void stares back upon him. I really am flattered, but I just can't. Can I? No. Besides, I am on some pretty hardcore birth control. I couldn't even get you pregnant if I wanted to, which I don't. Evil Chan flashes a wicked grin as she discards her bra completely. It flops to the ground in front of her. Corin hardly notices the garment drop as he is caught wrestling her breasts and her eyes. Wrestling her breasts and her eyes. He retreats further back a bit until his feet reaches the bed. Corin fails to notice and trips backward onto the mattress. The room starts to feel warmer. Then you have nothing to lose, Evil Chan retorts as she approaches the bed. She kneels over slightly, passing over Corin's eyes and focusing upon the growing lump in Corin's lap. She kneels in. Corin doesn't think to stop her as she begins to palm at the bulge in Corin's pants. She deftly glides her hand gently up his swollen mass before shifting to her fingers as she reaches his tip. If we do it raw? So you guys are putting a lot of words in between your dot dot dots. So then you have nothing to lose, skipping 3 sentences. If we do it raw? Dark Mega Birth Control. Let's see. Pony-chan. What are you doing, step ship? The Evergreen, probably. Oh, jeez. Evil Chan and Corin stare at each other. Corin sits stunned, mouth ajar, unable to react. Evil Chan shrugs and places a hand behind her back as she reaches towards his pants with her other. Evil Chan unzips his dress trousers with one quick motion. Corin's swollen fuck stick plops out at her through the unbuttoned hole in his boxers. Ah, Evil Chan exclaims in an exaggerated startle. She chuckles. It's so big, senpai. At 7 inches strong, with a respectable girth and a gentle, almost whimsical curve. I like that whimsical curve. Stood Corin III's cock. This is a serviceable dick indeed, thought Evil Chan. Though far from the largest of the men she had conquered, she was happy with what she saw and even more turned on by the look on her partner's face, a heavy blush and the look of pure terror. I feel like I'm reading Vonnegut now that we know all of the characters' dick sizes. Anyway, Corin's words fail him once again as Evil Chan begins to kneel before him and leans in closer to him with her mouth ajar, lowering her head onto the head of his exposed member with her hands clasped behind her back. She rests her lips around his tip, nibbling the crease and sucking lightly upon... Oh, evil, Corin gasps, as he grasps at the top of the bed for leverage. Evil Chan begins rocking her head back and forth, Corin's cock going deeper and deeper with each thrust of her head. Corin feels lightheaded as her tongue twists around his dick as she works up and down his shaft. You're so good, EC. Is that consent? She begins stroking softly at his sensitive, spit-slathered cock. Do you consent, Corin? Just a heads up. No, it's not. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. Evil Chan rubs harder. Was that consent, Corin? It is. I do consent. Evil Chan's smile grows and she removes her hand from his dick. Good. Evil Chan twists around Corin, caressing him from behind, her fleshy globes. Oh man, you worked it in there. Globes is like one of everybody's least favorite of the men writing women. Are you ready, senpai? Evil Chan whispers before giving the edge of his ear a little nibble. Corin's face gets a little red and shivers shoot up through his body. He tries to respond, but is interrupted as Evil Chan pushes him roughly into the mattress, hitting the bed hard with a thud. Evil Chan twists him upright and begins removing each shoe with little care. Then comes the belt, the sock, and finally his pants, each flying across the room in different directions. Evil Chan looks upon her prey with glee. Her oppressive smile does little to put Corin at ease as she reaches down to remove his Kakos Industries boxers. I like that they have Kakos Industries underwear, like it's a Mormon thing or something. The last barrier protecting him. A moment later, the garment is extracted and flung across the room in the general direction of Corin's left sock. Corin stares at his penis with a hint of sadness in his face as if he's going to lose it soon. Then, without warning, Evil Chan pounces on Corin and pins him to the mattress. He lies there helplessly upon the mattress, clutching the sheets of the bed for dear life, wearing nothing but her Kakos Industries panties and knee-high socks. Evil Chan brings her pussy down slowly against Corin's junk. She begins a careful grind upon him, stroking his cock with the lips of her pussy, before working her clit with his bare shaft. And this is why nobody calls me for job interviews. They do 5 minutes of research on me. They find this shit. I brought it on myself. Corin moans as the sensitivity grows in his cock. She works his shaft slowly, painfully slowly, before picking up speed. Pleasure shoots through their bodies as Evil Chan slides against his rod with only a thin layer of panties between them. Fuck, oh fuck. Corin's words slur somewhat as Evil Chan teases Corin with a taste of what's to come. Back and forth, back and forth. For what seems like an eternity, Evil Chan continues sliding across Corin's piece until her panties are completely soaked in pre-cum, sweat, and love juices. Evil Chan, I'm going to, She then stops and lifts herself from Corin. She then pats him on the head and steps away from the bed, robbing him of his climax. Corin begins desperately reaching for his throbbing cock to finish the job before Evil Chan raises a finger to him. No. Evil Chan smiles and removes her sopping wet panties, revealing her bare-shaved pussy to the camera. She begins to approach Corin, soaked panties in hand. If you want to come, senpai, you come in me, she smiles. Do you want to come, Corin? She asks seductively. On the edge of bliss and sexual frustration, Corin doesn't think twice when he answers. Yes, please, I need it. Evil Chan smiles and raises his head by the chin and stuffs her moist panties in his mouth before pushing him back to the bed. Like I said, I just skimmed it earlier. She then climbs back up on top of his legs and reaches for his cock. She grabs it, positioning it up against her bare pussy, the head of his swollen shaft now resting against her entrance. Corin stares at his cock, regretting the decision he has made, but he doesn't want to stop. Are you ready? Evil Chan whispers, resting her forehead against his. Man, that is an angle if she's like holding him like against her and then also can get her forehead to go down and touch his forehead. I'm just trying to... In my head, Bear Shaved was Bear Shaved, and I imagined the World Wildlife Foundation logo as a pattern. Look, you said you liked it bare. It's a bear. Yeah, Fleshy Globes is the quivering member. Yeah. Yeah, just one sock. Right. Okay. You have no sense of physics. Okay. I mean, it's just she's in some like Rob Liefeld position where her spine is dislocated in 3 places. She doesn't wait for him to try and answer through her makeshift panty gag. A wave of pleasure envelops them both as she plunges his rod into her hot pussy. Look, if you're in a romantic situation and you're taking away somebody's ability to speak, you have to have a signal of some sort that you can agree upon that signals when to stop. This is a work of fantasy. We're moving on. Fuck, Evil Chan screams as she impales herself upon Corin's fuck stick over and over again. It's so good, Corin, you're fucking me raw. They thrust against each other again and again, their bare love-making testing the springs of the bed. Muffled Corin through EC's panties. Evil Chan. Oh, Corin. Oh, now it's like script format. You changed formats. It's not in quotes anymore. It's now Evil Chan : Oh, Corin. Oh, fuck. Yes. Corin spits out the wet panties from his mouth and breathes in deeply between thrusts. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? Fuck, it feels so good. Oh, don't stop. Evil Chan giggles maniacally. Oh, haha. You're going to make me pregnant, aren't you, Corin? You're going to shoot a baby in my pussy. EC, I can't, but oh, Evil, I don't want to stop. I'm so close. Yes. Oh, breed me, Corin. Make me pregnant. Missing a closing quote mark. Corin quickly approaches climax and musters all his willpower to pull away from Evil Chan, but Evil Chan is too quick. She laughs wildly and wraps her legs around Korin, locking them together in the final few thrusts. There's no escape, Senpai! Evil Chan laughs as Korin struggles against her embrace. She bounces harder and harder against Korin. I'm coming! Screams Evil Chan. Fuck, yells Korin, trying with all his might to escape. Oh fuck, no, no, ugh, yes, fuck, 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 oh fuck, fuck, oh. Korin cries out, and bliss washes over them both as Korin fires his baby juice from the deepest, darkest part of his balls and spurts into Evil Chan's uterus, just directly into the uterus. Hot cum cakes every crevice of Evil Chan's quivering hole. I wish you'd kept the consonants going there. As the pleasure coursing through her body becomes too much to handle, she screams loudly as she climaxes, her sex juices mixing in with Korin's upon their genitals and much of the sheets. Korin breathes heavily, his cock drained and sensitive. He tries to move much. Evil Chan releases Korin from her trap, dropping both of them from the bed. Excess sperm drips from Evil Chan's pussy as Korin stares at his dick, the full realization dawning on him as he begins to return to his senses. Evil, oh, Evil, what have I done? Evil Chan, you gave me a baby, Korin. Their breathing finally begins to slow. Neither has the energy to move, their minds filled with thoughts of the future. You're mine now, Korin. We are going to have the most evil spawn together. What am I going to tell Kimmy? I really messed up. Wait, this is mostly fine. Kakos Industries has cures to every STD known, and several theoretical ones, and it's not like I could get you pregnant anyway. Are you so sure? Evil Chan retorts, poorly holding back her giggles. She reaches over the side of the bed to reveal a brown envelope with a Kakos Industries seal. She then eagerly hands the envelope to Korin. What's this? Korin asks as he grabs the familiar-looking envelope. It has clearly been opened before, the usual wax seal missing save for a trace of melted wax. A letter from my grandfather. Emblazoned on the side of the envelope are large red letters, open in case of evil incarnate. Korin reads out loud. That's me, confirmed Evil Chan, who could barely contain her excitement. Open it, senpai, she yells. All right, I'll read it. Korin rips open the envelope and unfurls the contents. Inside is a handwritten letter and what looks to be a dark mega condom, long past expired and unspeakably dusty. As Korin reads the letter, his frown grows and Evil Chan's grin grows. Korin begins to read. Korin, it's your grandfather. Hold on, let me do the right voice. Korin, it's your grandfather. Except it's not a recording. It's just Korin reading it. It's fine. Korin, it's your grandfather. You'd never believe it, but I found some more of that dark mega cane, maybe the last of it on the planet. I'm writing to you from a janitor's closet on the 87th floor. I'm hiding from Sexplosion, and ooh, I can feel the cane already. I stole this from his private reserve, and he is furious. It's going to be a real fun time in the next couple of minutes. Korin sighs. It's one of those letters. Keep reading, senpai, encouraged Evil Chan as she clasped her hands together in front of her stomach. Korin continues. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to write about. What was I going to say? Yes, the embodiment of all things evil. Korin, you're going to have to be really careful with that one when her incubation period is done. We've tried this experiment a couple of times before. The evil essence we pump into them makes them very sexually dominant and incredibly fertile. There isn't a drug around that can stop her from getting pregnant. Hell, there's certain condoms that won't protect you from her. They all eventually seek out incredibly evil partners to strengthen their bloodline. She will definitely come for you someday. Whatever you do, do not fuck her. That's really all. I am so proud of you. You're doing a great job as CEO. Whoa, the cane is really starting to take hold. Talk to you soon, grandson. Korin stared at the paper, shocked. Fuck, Korin whispered grimly. I'm going to be pregnant with your Korin. Oh, fuck, Korin repeated. How is this even possible? I take my birth control regime every day. I'm not even sure I produce sperm. Evil Chan chuckles with glee. It's my Keke Genkai, she clarifies as she embraces Korin in a hug. It's not a reference I get. I'm sorry. Korin rests his head in her large bosoms. I don't even know what that means. What does... Korin pauses as tears fill his eyes. What does that even mean? Whispers Korin, forlorn and broken into Evil Chan's tits, glistening with sweat and Korin's regret. He drops the letter to the ground. The Blu-ray tape ends. The Blu-ray tape. Back at the division of burning the evidence, Cassie rests naked in her caster chair, completely spent from vigorous masturbation. The fingers of her left hand still stroking rhythmically on her clit as she pinches on her nipple with her right. Wet sex juices sop from her hand and even coat her monitor. Jesus Christ. Glistening sweat covers her body and she pants heavily. She tries to catch her breath. Fuck, that was hot, she breathes as the pleasure begins to wind down. Then a door in the office somewhere opens. Oh, fuck! Cassie leaps from her seat in a panic. She fumbles for the eject button on the disk drive and grabs the disk in her wet hands. Cassie ponders for a moment on what to do with the tape before settling on stuffing it and its case in her bag. There's no way I'm burning this, she thinks to herself as footsteps begin to approach in her direction. She swiftly scoops up the bag and most of her clothing before retreating to the ladies' room to get herself together. She barely misses Corindith III as he strolls on in. What a journey. We made it to the end of that one, though. Oh, boy. All right, what did you guys say? We're up to 12 people now. Oh boy. Pony-chan, what's up with your step-ship? It's so great to watch you read this, Senpai. Dark Mega Birth Control. This is certainly evil. Stood Corindith's third. Like his third leg. You're so good. Oh, woo, not evil. Great clarification. Fleshy globes. Quivering member, we got that. Not both socks. It's a camera now. It's a training video. It's a good training video. In my head, bare shaved was bare shaved. We got that already. No sense of physics. That needs to be canon. It's not. Now I can't not think about that. We're up to 12 people now. Sorry to anybody who came in the middle and didn't know what was going on. You're welcome. I'm not sorry. Have a clicker for like when you train dogs. Conrad giving consent tips. I love it. Hey, it's important. You gotta agree to stuff beforehand. You gotta stick to the plan, and you gotta have your safety measures in place. If you're doing something where somebody can't talk, it's just polite. That callback is remembered. Quivering member, quivering hole. Welcome back, Alyssa. Said Keke Genkai perfectly. Yeah, well, I know how to pronounce Japanese words. I just don't know what it means. Oh, bloodline magic. Okay. Holy crap, you finished it. I am shocked. Regret. Oh, hey, Patrick. It's totally canon, says I, Conrad. No, it's not. It's not totally canon. I'm sorry. Not that it matters a hell of a lot, but anyway, we're down to 9 viewers by my count. It says it's 116 degrees outside. I'm hoping it's not still 116 degrees out. Yeah, we're up to, well, it's all over the place. Anyway. Okay, and it looks like the stream has been relatively stable since I started over at a lower bit rate. So anyway, guess who came in, as you said, cum covered her entire hole. Yeah, that was okay. That was you. Okay, good. glad to hear it, Patrick. Oh, anyway. Now it's 104 degrees out right now. 104 degrees. Okay, it still is, as you can see, this is a window right here. It is dark out and 104 degrees. Hoo boy. Okay. So we've been at this for let's see, an hour and 45 minutes now. We had some longer fan functions. That was and then we also had half an hour of me just oh, this fucking cable, man. I have other cables. I should have just used a different one. So, non-con impregnation got further than cuckolding. Who'd have thought? The cuckolding one was, it just felt angry to read. it felt mean-spirited. This one was only mildly mean-spirited. Anyway. It's just offensive that I made it further on the non-con impregnation than the cuckolding. But the cuckolding was also non-consensual and not even kind of consensual. It wasn't even a whisper of a hint of a thought in that one. It was just brutality from what it seemed like. It was just, yeah, well, it might not have been your intent, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Welp. At any rate, the offensive, just the 106 degrees and dark. Well, it's 104. It says now. Yeah. I have not actually. I did venture outside today. I had to go to the post office. It was like I got a text message going, "Oh, your package wasn't delivered because of such and such and such." And I went down to the post office and I was like, "This is the number. What was my package not delivered?" And it's because it was for a previous tenant, and the mail person doesn't deliver if it doesn't have one of the names in the mailbox on it, which is fine. I don't actually want this person's mail or packages. But I had to go to the post office to figure out what it was. I thought it was like I ordered stamps and they haven't shown up yet. And I just, I wanted my damn stamps. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Anthony. Good night. you stayed for that and now you're bailing out. Okay. Post the script to the Discord. Okay, sure. The good old cuckoldry script. No, this is the non-con. It wasn't mpreg. It was just impreg, I guess. You post scripts if you want to, Dylan. It's entirely up to you. You are welcome to share whatever you would like. 12:17 here, and you got to work at 7. Yeah. Okay. Well, have a good sleep then. So anyway, yeah, if you want to submit, the link is here. Look at this fabulous link that you can go to, and you can write some nasty shit, and I'll read it, and people who want to hire me for jobs will look me up and then not hire me because of this. Your next work will be worse. Okay, but remember, this one was already kind of borderline because of the non-con stuff. So I'm going to have a sensitivity reader read it first, and if they say no, then it's out. So just keep that in mind. I want you to, to write weird stuff, but I just don't want stuff that's going to, make too many people uncomfortable hearing it. Okay. So, like it says in the rules, go easy on the violence. And that is what the non-con is. Nothing more. Anyway, Fine. So, I was thinking, I don't know much about this game, but I thought that I would give it a try because I was looking through all of the, here, let's see if we can get this captured and loaded up here. Okay, so we can see it. So let's take the FanFucktion link off. Kimmy had just strong teeth. was that part of yours, Jack? I don't remember. All right, so I shrink down. Oh, I'm so tiny. Well, we'll see how much information is down here in this corner. This is called intelligent design. Okay. Vertical movement is shift and control. Oop, that went by. Okay. Congratulations on your appointment as an ecosystem engineer. Today's orientation will lay the foundations for your personal and professional development. So we'll probably do maybe 20 or 30 minutes of this, unless you guys just wanted to, chat. I can perfectly fine to just field questions from the chat, but this seemed at least interesting, and I think it's at least partly passive. Like once you get started, you just kind of let stuff run. So anyway, go ahead and hit me with any questions you might have. It's ask me almost anything. What does the almost mean? I just won't answer a question if I don't like it. But strong teeth. Badly used adjectives, yeah. Congratulations on your appointment as an ecosystem engineer. Today's orientation will lay the foundations for your personal and professional development. You are controlling a drone on P5629 via satellite link. Horizontal motion is controlled by WASD. Controlling the camera by holding down the middle mouse button. Good thing I've got one. Vertical motion is controlled using the left shift and left control on the keyboard. This is the first time the drone has been operated in 36 years, so take it slow. There's Toasty posting the script. Organisms and buildings will be transported to P5629 using point-to-point wormhole technology. The cursor indicates if a wormhole can be established. Green means you are within the range of radar, and red means you are not. The large structure is a radar. Move your cursor over to it to see its range. You can also toggle the force field around the radar to trap organisms. Organisms can be requested using the heads-up display user interface. Left-click the random plants button, then right-click on the landscape where you want them to appear. Is this Stargate? This sounds like Stargate. I'm going to adjust my belt. No, the issue is the pants. So anyway, I'm not going to adjust the pants. When are they going to make things for my weird long torso and shape that don't hurt my back? That's what I want to know. Anyway, organisms can we, random plants. Okay, click on the landscape where we want them to appear. Tight. Okay, random plants. Give me some. Can I do an angle? Can I zoom? No zooming. I guess I can go up. That's zooming. And then there. And is this like a... looks like a street lamp almost, but... Give me some plants. Okay, how about some more over there? Nope, that's just a shadow, so it's not even... Do I need to right-click? Do I need to... Random plants. Gimme 'em. Oh, was it a right click? Okay. We found that the productivity is increased by 23.7% when employees have clear targets. At the top of the heads-up display, you can see 3 performance targets or objectives you are required to meet. These have been designed to assist you in designing an effective ecosystem on P5629. Biomass from plants and the environment on P5629 can be processed and used to fabricate buildings and building upgrades. Left-click the collector button and right-click where you wish to build it. The range of the collector will be indicated on your heads-up display. It will harvest biomass from plants within this range. Move your cursor over the collector to see how much biomass it is collecting. Alright, we got some plants, it looks like. Give me some more. I want more. Can I have more? And one more. Okay. I already forgot how to, collectors extract biomass from the environment surrounding plants. Use biomass to buy buildings. Okay. Build a research station, research 1,000 plant science. So these plants so far look like little cactuses. There's some more over here somewhere, right? I think those other ones died out. So I think they're all kind of represented by this, like little tube thing. Although these are different. No, they're like a slightly different green, maybe? Key mission of our organization is to understand the genetic code of the organisms we are instantiating. Building research stations allows us to achieve this goal. Research stations will research the organisms within their range. Build one now. Can I afford it? I can't quite afford it, can I? Oh, I can. $750. Okay. These like really old school sounds. To incentivize research, we allocate engineers' biomass from the central reserves. At the same time, the price of subsequent research stations will increase. This is a measure designed to relieve pressure on our production lines. You can monitor overall research progress by enabling the science panel in the heads-up display. Okay. I wazzed my way out of here. Can't tell if this is supposed to be ice or not. The effectiveness of research stations can be increased by upgrading them. Left-click on a research station to upgrade it. More valuable research is produced as organisms advance through their generations. The current generation of plants, herbivores, and carnivores are displayed in the top left of the heads-up display.
Insufficient biomass.
What a sound effect. Alright, we'll upgrade it there. Am I ready for herbivores? It hasn't told me to do that yet. Oh, created species of herbivores. Okay, over here. Alright, how do I see them? Did I get too close? They disappeared. Oh, no, there they are. Oh, they're like bugs or something? I like these weird little plants here. I'm gonna research them.
Insufficient biomass.
It's one more research station, but I gotta be able to afford it first, so I guess maybe another collector, but does that say 600? I'm very far away from the television, so that is a very tiny bit of text for me there. Well, let's speed up time then. We're down to just 7 of you now, so how are you guys doing? How's things? Get so I can see more. So these guys are spreading way down here. I think one of the plant species I had just died. Yeah, I mean it's cool so far. You know, the graphics are a little on the sort of abstract side for sure, which is fine. Just drinking a hazy IPA. It is not great. No, I like hazy IPAs, but I'm not drinking much these days. Did they split off the life forms? They might have split off a little bit. And they ate a tree. Oh, I can do another collector. Okay, so where do I... Probably away from those guys. These ones look fine though. What does it say? many biomass per second, but I'm apparently looking in the wrong direction to read it. Congratulations, you've generated enough scientific research to unlock your first plant gene. Unlock this now by enabling the science panel, and then left-clicking plant gene unlock button. Science panel. Unlock plant gene. Now enable the genetics panel to engineer your first custom plant. Select the custom plants button that now appears on the left of your heads-up display. That's random plants, but then there is... Well, I don't have it yet. So we go into the genetics. Now enable your genetics panel. Custom plants. Now enable the genetics panels, engineer your first plant, select the custom plants button, and now it appears on the left side of your heads-up display. You can now move your cursor over to a plant to inspect their gene profile. Your first gene unlock controls the height gene of a custom plant species. Alter this by moving the slider left and right. Now right-click on the landscape. Okay, I want the blue ones though, or the darker green. These guys over here. Oh, are they dead? They died out. They are gone. Okay, so we want one of these real tall guys, probably. How about this guy? And then I can make it shorter or taller, I guess. Alter this by moving the slider left and right, or do we want a shorter plant? Let's do a short plant. Okay. Okay, so then put it over here. Oop. I missed the bit. Custom plants. Do it. Give me them. And I also need to put some plants over by that research station again. The view controls are a little clunky. I gotta say that. Maybe some plants. It doesn't tell me I can't do this. Well, now it's telling me I can't do it.
Out of range. Build more radars. Out of range. Build more radars.
Oh, look at these short ones. Let's get this back towards me a little more. Okay, I guess we can go faster now, but we need research 1000 plant science. So I need to actually make sure. Let me look over here. The looking is so fast. Okay, so random plants did not take off here. Give me some more random plants on this guy. Oh, you can even see him falling down. Where are they going? Oh, Well, they didn't land where they were supposed to, so I gotta do random plants over there. Oh, jeez. Oh, good. All those delayed, I just want something to start living around this guy. Oh, there we go. That's looking good. Now that one's actually doing some research again. Okay. Done. Done and done. Love it. And then did my herbivores die, or are they just somewhere else? Gotta do that middle mouse button. Look around. Oh, those are a kind of a light green. I think I might need some more herbivores. Oh, what are these guys doing? Are they dying? I feel like they're dying. Let's put some herbivores over here. Oh, they're on the ground. They're real tiny. Okay. I've got all kinds of stuff over here. Okay, so researching the plant science, that was one of the reasons I made a bunch of plants, is so I could, performance target met, grow 100 wild plants, okay. Got so much biomass, I can actually do some research stations and stuff, but... so I can grab something that looks different, like I can come over here for a custom plant, and I can grab one of these kind of wider ones, and I can make it 10 tall and drop it over here. You see the seeds kind of falling there. If we're in the right zoom level. Where are they going? They're there. Oh, those grew up big. So then I need more research, or I can, oops, well, that was a misfire. How about that one? Upgrade it. And again. And this guy over here, who's no longer got any buddies, I gotta drop some trees over here. Do some random plants, come on. Are they gonna fall around the research guy? Are my herbivores over here? Are they wrecking shit? Okay. 10 herbivores born in the wild. Are they not sticking around? Is that the issue? These guys are fun. I like them. Are they dead already? I think they might be dead already. No, they're eating this guy. We should be doing science on them. Are they? Oh, they're eating fast though. Okay, this may be an issue. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's do another radar. How about?
Insufficient biomass.
Oh, it says 10,000. Okay. Okay, if I science unlock, I can do 2 plant genes, 17 herbivore genes to unlock, but none available. How much does this cost? Yep, these herbivores I dropped over here sure did just eat everything. And they got everything away from my damn science station here. Oh, there's still a couple in range. I guess we're alright. Let's get some more random plants. Okay, research the first herbivore gene. So I click on science. And it's got... Oh, it's because I don't have any herbivore science. I see. So I can unlock plant genes. Then if I do the genetics tab, and I do custom plants, and I click on this guy, I can change their life expectancy, the absorption rates, and the root range. Yeah, so that seems like an interesting one to try, at the very least. Let's get 2 of those. But in the meantime, I need to upgrade this guy a handful of times so that he can actually get those guys in, the herbivores there in range. And then let's do a collector. Oh. Had to cut down one of the trees. That was a mistake, but it's okay. Did my custom plants show up or not? Need some more random ones. I just need plants. They're growing there, I guess. I can do faster time. Speed the collapse, you know what I mean? I don't know what absorption rate means. Let's do like a really fast absorption rate. Why is it not letting me do the bunch of stuff is dying. Oh, jeez. Those dying already? Is that what the red light means? They're just not having any luck. Some of those are doing fine though. Oh my god. Where did all of the plants go? And all of my herbivores are dead again. Too many herbivores. I'm not gonna have any plants left at the end of this. What happens if I just go ham? Do I crash the game?
Out of range. Build more radars.
Some of these have to survive, right? Look at these guys over here. There's a whole bunch of them. They look good. Do a research station.
Insufficient biomass.
And we've got 58, 59 herbivores. Okay. They're all really short trees over here. I've already got herbivores snacking away. Three more plant genes available. Let's do it. Custom plants. Metabolism, huh? And competitiveness will turn it down. I don't know. Well, it's got to compete a little bit, right? have no idea if I'm doing any of this right. Okay, science. Do I have any... Oh, I can do one herbivore gene. Okay, so now we go back to the genetics button. And we do custom herbivore. And we'll do max speed of, like, 20. Probably just killed all of these plants. I am not producing herbivores in the right amounts. Should have just probably clicked once. Oh, look at these big boys. How's this section doing over here? We got a lot of stuff growing. Okay, let's do a research station. I kind of just like seeing what the random stuff does, you know? Okay, so if I want a custom plant, but I just want this plant actually. Am I selecting this plant? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, anybody. I suppose I didn't really need to play a game today, because we did do some of the FanFucktion and all that, but... Excuse me. This is pretty nice, though. We still don't have enough science for the herbivores. Hopefully that guy will help there, because I have some there. Okay, we have one more herbivore gene. Go into genetics. We can do turning speed. I think these guys are just going to be real slow.
Out of range. Build more radars.
We got all kinds of herbivores there. Alright, let's try some carnivores. Except I don't have that many herbivores. They're not living very long. Oh, and I just wrecked all of those. Alright, so random herbivores. Hey, drop them all over the fucking place. See if any of them can live long enough. And those are herbivores. Too many of them, probably. I'm gonna destroy this entire forest I've got here. I have 2 carnivores left alive. This guy, and I think maybe that guy. Now we'll see what happens. I made a whole bunch of herbivores. Let's get some more plants going. I know that nothing seems to ever grow over here when I click on it. Gonna call it a night? Okay, that's fair. I should probably do the same. Covering the planet with foliage. Foliage. How are we doing over here? I mean, things are kind of happy. They're alright. And then maybe I need custom plants, but they need to be just maxed. Maxed competitiveness. Let's just see if we can wreck it real quick. I wonder if, or let's do something with a really short life expectancy. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Not. Life expectancy. Can't tell what I'm doing wrong. You know, it doesn't seem to care too much how many I do at once. Okay, so I wiped everything out over here by creating plants that were too competitive. Is that the issue? What are you? The testers were struggling to predict things, or at least struggling to see what effect their actions had on the ecosystem. Okay. I am also struggling there. Is this another note? Well, I don't know what that means. Is everything dying? Am I gonna have to start over? Yep, everything died.
Build more radars.
So it did destroy everything. Is that fire? It sounds like fire. Why is everything on fire? Is the daytime too hot?
Out of range. Build more radars.
Gotta admit, I do not know what I'm doing. Ugh. Well, anyway. I suppose I can probably let it go, right? This game is interesting, but it's something I'll have to maybe give some time to at another point. Let's see, did I have an effect over here? Did this, yeah, just about, well, these guys are still alive. They are not the really competitive ones. Seems like the really competitive stuff just killed everything off. Junior DeBorgia. Hello. Welcome to the tail end of the Kakos Industries stream. I don't recognize your username, so this might be the first time we've spoken. Give me some more random plants. Alright, they're falling down here. And those died already. Oh. Okay, we have another note here. How does absorption rate affect the plants? I'm assuming it's related to humidity. So are these notes that people left the designers and they're just still in the game. Mixed feelings. On one hand, it would almost certainly work and hold people's interest more. And some more nonsense. It doesn't really give me too many details. Oh, here's graphs. Let's see what graphs shows me. Plant population, herbivore population to carnivore population, wind speed, humidity, and temperature. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it again. I want to know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, no, they're growing. Okay. They kind of, I think they don't like to be too close to each other. Am I cleaning the place? No, I'm creating plants that are supposed to, it's like an evolution simulator. And I just annihilated everything by getting a little too aggressive with some of the gene modifications, but they don't really tell you a hell of a lot about what they're doing. I think maybe this graph in the bottom right is some indicator of success there, like how the humidity versus the temperature versus the wind speed and how the plants do and all of that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Dylan, and thanks for submitting a written piece earlier. Appreciate it. You know, the humidity and the temperature. It doesn't tell me, like, what the carbon in the atmosphere is like. So I don't really know if, you know, if I have too many trees and not enough stuff breathing the air. I mean, I definitely don't have any herbivores, really. But every time I do some herbivores, they end up
Out of range. Out of range.
Problematic.
Build more radars.
Okay, how about some herbivores over here? Maybe there, maybe there. It looks like, so the wind blows them once they start falling, so that bunch of seeds just fell down the ravine there, it looks like. Man, just trying to tease out what I'm supposed to do here. Anyway. It's okay. Oh. Oh, they can grow in there. That's fun. No, they can't. At least that can't. Let's see if one of these figures it out. End up with some crevice plants. Wind shifted the other direction. Alright, I still have herbivores, and I have no plants, because I'm guessing the herbivores ate them all. There's some seeds that have gotten far away here. Where am I in regards to everything? Okay, yeah. Oh, all those guys are they being eaten? Or are they dying because of weather? They're dying because of weather.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Well, it doesn't cost me to keep anything to keep throwing plants at this, but I just don't know how to do anything. Okay, so we got some herbivores over here. They're just eating everything.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Come on.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Okay, so I've got 200 something plants. Let's see if that, increases. And we're just gonna take our hands off of it for a second. As I begin to noodle again. I think it's in C. B. So anyway. Still doesn't sound right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not G. Not D. Super eerie sounding with the wind. Yep. Okay, did any of my plants survive while I spaced out there for a minute doing other shit? And the answer is, I don't think so. I think we're out of everything. It all died. Yeah. It's, this game is not making anything easy for me. Is anything surviving anywhere? Do we have any old plants? We got this guy right here. Like, I didn't just click these. So if I need to do a custom plant, we want life expectancy of 1,000. Thereabouts. Is this guy? It's just the competitiveness needs to come down to 13. Everything else is maxed? Okay. So a lot of those guys did not survive.
Out of range. Build more radars.
I might have to just give up on this though soon. How many seeds? I don't know. I don't know if that actually factors into it all that much. So it looks like when the sun comes out, these plants die. Yeah, there they go. They're just dying. And then the shade does not help them to survive. They're still dying. I think the red means dying. Or on fire. I think it literally means on fire. Okay, well.
Out of range. Build more radars. Out of range. Build more radars.
It looks like some of those are doing fine over there, so it maybe shouldn't. What kind of plants did you plant? I don't know. All I have are these meters over here, but I'm doing random stuff now. Let's see if any of that works. Isn't fire a bad sign? You bet you bet it is. You bet that that's a bad sign. If I knew how to prevent it, what do those lamps do? They're what allows me to warp the seeds in, basically. If I was playing Protoss, those would be my pylons.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Okay. I think I gotta quit. I just don't know what else to do with this. I don't know if I screwed up my planet, or if I just am not getting plants that want to stick around.
Out of range. Build more radars.
So I need to know what lasts for a little bit. Okay, so those are all dying now. Those are all toast. And because there's a fire, I guess, because the temperature is getting too high now. All of the ones with the red lines are dying. Alright, now hold on. Some of these plants are surviving.
Out of range. Build more radars.
We got something happening. These are sticking around. When they're a little bit more spread out, maybe.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Except everything's dying off again. It seems. Yeah, it's not really clear what they want. Alright, what do we got in science? We got... So we can unlock everything in plant genes. We can unlock a bunch of herbivore genes. I just don't know. So if I do go into genetics now that I've got everything unlocked for plants. Seed force, seed efficiency, reproduction rate, seed drag, maximum biomass. Let's just crank that up. Seed efficiency is maxed out. Reproduction rate is Let's take this down a little bit. Let's turn it up a little bit. Seed force. I have no idea what that means. Okay. And let's zoom out again.
Out of range. Build more radars.
They're supernatural? I don't think so. I have no idea what seed force means. Oh, look at how... Oh, those are gonna be some thick trees. Look at how thick those trees are. Well, we got root range maxed. Those are some thick fucking trees. Let's do oh, cause that's the maxed biomass. I don't know, I guess we can max out the seed efficiency. I mean, they're growing. Some of them are growing. Can I create bodies of water? No, I can't do anything like that. I can just do this. Oh, they're floating away the other way.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Well, these guys seem to be surviving right now. At least they're not catching on fire. Oh, those are, though. Oh, there's a forest fire. Oh, then they're gone. Okay, so I gotta let the forest fire die down. Because all of these are toast. All of my beautiful trees. That fire spreads, though. Because these are on fire, right? Alright, let's do like minimum biomass. And then we want to do like maximum reproduction rate. And a really short life expectancy. Oh, some of them survived. That's interesting. They survived the fire. Let's do a couple of those. But that's like 0 maximum biomass, so there's that, so maybe we'll just make them 0 is probably actually 0. It's not some minimum with a safeguard in the way. It's just actually 0. So I wanted to do something that's sort of like grass or something like that. Oh, and they also don't need to be super tall. Let's make them short. We'll crank up the, like, seed force also. See what that does. And we're on fire again. But I think that because these trees are so big, they kind of survive the fire. Nope, that one died. That one died, that one died. They all died. Alright, absorption rate, maybe let's cut that in half. Root range, let's cut that in half. I don't know about efficiency and metabolism, you know. Maybe we don't want those maxed. Do a very sort of middle of the road kind of we can do. So maybe I gotta wait for everything to burn before I try to grow something new. No, they survived. At least a couple of them did. And then these are just seeds that aren't. Huh. I wonder if that has to do with the seed force or the seed drag. That they're just kind of rolling around. Or if they're just glitched. Okay. We need some herbivores again. Now let's see what do we have here? Obstacle avoidance, sense, separation. Let's do that. Cohesion. We can speed them up a little bit. not eat that? Those guys are awfully fast. Okay, and stuff is seemingly catching again. Catching fire. And I don't think this guy can eat a burning tree. I think it's anytime the sun comes up, and I don't know if it's like the environment, so we have to like keep an eye on, you know, the temperature spikes here. And the humidity and the wind speed. Oh, I see. So the temperature is probably just this sort of sinusoidal that happens with the day-night cycle. But these big guys, they survive. Nope, they don't. They're toast. I wonder if maybe they're burning because it's, like too much of an oxygen-rich atmosphere or something like that. But that's not an option. Like, that's not a thing that's happening. So let's just do. I'm doing a bunch of herbivores, a bunch of carnivores. Let's see if we can breathe up some of that air. Okay, so the herbivores are getting chowed upon. Of course they are. Wonder, like, if I hit, like, random plants 5 times, and I hit random herbivores 3 times, and I hit carnivores once, and I just keep running around with that sort of ratio. Or something like that. Of course, I just drop those carnivores directly into the hole. Just keep, like, feeding everything. Just constantly providing more of everything. This is my last idea. And after this, I think I gotta give up on it.
Out of reach. Build more radars.
It's kind of reckless, yeah, but I don't know how else to do anything, you know? Like, I was trying to do careful stuff, but the thing is, I don't think I have the information I need to know what I'm doing wrong. You know? But so far, stuff isn't catching on fire in quite the same way. I wonder if having the animals helped here. Alright, if I go hands off for a little bit here, a lot of stuff's gonna die. Like, I never really felt like I got to a point where I had enough plants for the herbivores. And I mean, I definitely don't right now, but...
Out of range. Build more radars.
Oh man, that wind is going so far that I drop them over there and they go all the way across. Alright, so the carnivores are not doing great. And I think partly it's because they're not going where the herbivores are. So there's a bunch of herbivores over here. I'm gonna drop some carnivores on them. Nailed it. I'm sure. Perfect. Just, you love to see it. I don't know, did that change anything on my graphs? Trying to stabilize things a little bit. Got too many herbivores and not enough plants again, so let's go ahead and just... might have been a flying carnivore. I thought that would be cool. Alright, so we cranked up the number of plants again. Number of carnivores is still way down low. We got a lot of herbivores, like right here. So let's do another random batch of carnivores. Oh, those ones are real small. Another batch there. Yellow ones. Interesting. Then I still can't get the plants to stay.
Out of range. Build more radars.
Even if I just cover the place in plants.
Out of range. Build more radars.
And then as soon as a tree starts growing in here, they're all fighting over it. Just gonna keep dropping trees over here. Yep, everything's on fucking fire again. The frame rate's gonna go to shit here. So it's a bunch of herbivores breathe up air. It probably has nothing to do with oxygen at all. Yeah, we killed the frame rate. Alright, 10 carnivores born in the wild. I did it. And then we gotta upgrade this research guy. Alright, we're cheesing the game now. We're completely cheesing the game. Here, give me all the research on all of these dudes that I've dropped here. That are barely gonna live. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah, just eat all the herbivores, and the carnivores will starve to death. Science mode. Got one of those. I unlocked a... Oh, it's plant prestige. We're completely cheesing the research at this point by just throwing carnivores around the research tower. Equilibrium! This is what it looks like, right? Alright, now I gotta let some of the carnivores die out, probably. Unless I just want to keep researching them, I can just keep dropping them next to the research station.
Insufficient biomass.
Okay. I'm researching carnivores. They're within the tower. Oh. Need more herbivores. We gotta keep feeding the carnivores. see, does this give me any explanation at all? So there's the world score, and of course my world score is artificially high because I just keep dropping shit on the planet. It's not balanced in any way. And here's the herbivore to carnivore population. Alright, I got more targets being met. Research all the herbivore genes. Well, I need more herbivores. Oh, this is dumb. I'm doing a dumb thing. Alright, let's go into genetics. Let's see what we've got for herbivores. Cautiousness, sense. Let's max out all this stuff real quick. Alignment, cohesion, turning speed, and max speed. We're max herbivore of what we've got unlocked right now. So my upstairs neighbor dropped something on the floor there. Custom carnivore. Maxing all of this out also. Fucking get to it, you wild and crazy carnivores. Here's some more random herbivores. I mean, I was kind of hoping that they would just evolve over time, so if I had something that was kind of working, they would slowly adapt to be better at the environment, but I don't think that's really the name of the game here. I think the name of the game is drop a bunch of herbivores for the carnivores to eat so you can fill up your research. Because your plants burn down every day. And you don't know why. Alright, we got way too many carnivores still. I mean, I did just drop a bunch, so who knows. And some of them are really intense, right? And the issue with them is that they're probably going to eat all of the herbivores and then die because they overate their food supply. It's funny because some of these sliders, at least on the custom plants, you know, like height, life expectancy, absorption rate, like a lot of these things should affect one another, right? Like the seed efficiency should inherently drop down, like the reproduction rate, for example, and then the maximum biomass should change like other stuff. Plants didn't take again. Carnivores are dying out. Like, having access to more genetics doesn't actually help anything, you know? Like, if I don't know how to balance anything, or at least to have like a number where it is balanced, to sort of tweak a little bit. But instead I, kind of just curious to see what would happen, I threw some of the sliders way out of whack. But the thing is, the fires were happening, or whatever that is, was happening anyway, you know? How far away can I go? Can I just, like, start in a new area entirely? No. Now, this is my whole map. I've still got way too many carnivores for the number of herbivores, but I think I might have to just let them die out. You know, the trees seem to burn regardless of their height. Okay, I'm running out of herbivores. Let's see if I got unlocks, so 3 more carnivore genes, 2 more herbivore genes. Cautiousness, sense, obstacle avoidance. We got metabolism, maximum biomass. Let's make some real big ones. Let's take a lot of this down. They're so big. They're so big. They have nothing to eat, though. Cautiousness, not consciousness. Field of view. Some real big. Hey, they just die? No. Oh man, they reproduced, but they have nothing to eat. Alright, let's do some real thick plants again. I have no idea what efficiency means in this context. I need those seeds to actually touch down, because my big wiggly boys here need something to eat. Short ones, and then let's do some real tall ones. And eventually these enormous and then my trees are on fire. They're on fucking fire again. Because it's morning. There's a big oh man, the big herbivores when they die. That's just, that's real dramatic, isn't it? Reproduction rate. Let's go ahead and just max that shit out. Get some more trees going. Because we got some real big hungry beans here. These are the Tic Tac UFOs. So seed drag, how long they float? I think it is. They just fall straight down there? Yeah, okay, so seed drag is how long they float. So then if I want them to just go fucking wherever, max that out, and they float away, basically. Okay, but we don't really want that. And then maybe let's turn down the biomass a little bit. Maybe turn up the metabolism a little bit. Give them some more root range. I don't know. I mean, clearly I'm fascinated by this game, but I just, in like 2 hours of playing it, have no idea what's going on. And how many people are even still watching? Just 2. So I should probably think about calling it at some point. Why am I resizing this? I didn't want to resize the window. I clicked on the wrong thing. Fucked it up. Something like that. Gonna max out seed force and see what that means. Well, I don't know. Alright, maxed out seed force, not helping a hell of a lot. All of my carnivores are dead. These are the only herbivores left alive. You know what? I think we're gonna let the planet die, and then we're gonna call it. We're gonna watch as our creation, our domain. There's trees over here where we're living? They're just not exactly thriving, are they? Music that plays as the world fades away. 2 herbivores, 24 plants. Zero herbivores. Set up for streaming. Plants. It's going down. I'm still clipping. How am I still clipping? I turned everything down. The trees reproduced for a second, and then we lost a tree. 19 trees. I was kind of thinking this would happen faster, because it always has in the past. And I don't think we stumbled on some secret formula of very happy trees here. I think we have mostly unhappy trees on a dying planet. We have 17 plants. I don't know if the world is a random seed. That's something I didn't look into, because it's possible that it was just an unwinnable world to some extent. No, whatever. Let's quit. We'll do a save and exit. But we can also do new game in another slot. Okay. Am I in the same exact map? Very nearly, yeah. Maybe not exactly the same? Oh god, that's weird. Just like in this... Oh, I wonder if I can build on these like hilltops. I probably could. I feel like this is very close to the same thing. Exit without saving. Let's try another one. Okay. Yeah, so this is the identical thing. Yes, so this is exactly the same. Okay. Huh. Oh, we have different maps. I see. So if I do a map 2, which has no slots, or that has 3 empty slots. Okay, and this is like a desert? Well, this is already looking better. I didn't know this was an option. Alright. Let's try map 3. Map 3 is also kind of Martian-y. Looks like we got another little crevice, though. Alright, map 4 is what? Very similar. So the first one is like snowy and everything keeps catching on fire at the very least. Toggle force field. What is the... Was that what I was supposed to do to protect the plants? I don't understand. Where am I? So there's a force field. Does it run out of... Oh, you can toggle how much force field? Well, if that was explained to me, I forgot. Because that might have kept the plants from catching on fire, huh? Okay, well, we're going to leave it there. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Oh god, my posture is so bad. Posture is so bad. Well, anyway, been streaming a while. This was all over the place today, but I hope that you enjoyed. And I look forward to doing this again next month. So, I'll see you.